What's going on this week in Nerf?
Welcome to This Week in Nerf, your source for first-party, third-party, and community Nerf news. I'm Adriana, and I like it when YouTube videos just dive right into it, so boom! Nerf Taiwan got the first look at the BASRL, the bolt-action sniper rifle legendary. These Fortnite names are really hard to remember. This is kind of a cool looking blaster. Nerf Taiwan says that it's really similar in size to the Long Strike, so that probably feels pretty substantial in your hand. I really hope that the grip is more comfortable than the Fortnite AR. I'm a little worried with how square it looks because the AR is not a good grip at all. But if this is comfortable in your hand, I think that this is a winner. The scope up top is really, really cool, and while I don't use 6-round magazines in wars, that's pretty silly. The molded Fortnite cartoony mag that comes with it would look pretty good in the blaster while it's sitting on your wall, for sure. A couple of weird things about the blaster though. Nerf Taiwan says that the bolts are not removable after you've installed it. I'm not sure if that means it's difficult to remove or if it's actually not removable. So that I feel like if you're planning on modding this thing, definitely take a look at that before you install it and play with the stock blaster. And while you're checking out things like that, the stock seems like it could pose a similar problem. It's got those really hooky clips, so they may not come undone too easily. But overall, I think this blaster is super cool. There's not a whole lot of the Fortnite blasters that I like or want, but this one's definitely on the list. I love the cartoony shape and the bright yellow, and sniper rifles are just cool. It's available now in Taiwan, but the US will have to wait for the fall release. Amazon's saying November 30th. We'll see how true that ends up being. And it'll go for approximately $40 US. Grihas Gear has been on hiatus for a little while now, but people still want his Chronos bits. And now you can get them because he's partnered with Silver Fox Industries and allowed them to license some of his designs. So for $15 you can get the Top Prime grip, and it's amazing. I have one of these. It slides onto the existing rail super cleanly. It's easily removable if you need to for whatever reason, and it's so comfortable. Highly recommend that. For $5, you can get a loading door, which is stylish and it blends in with the design of the blaster really, really well. And you don't have to flip open that stupid door every single time you want to reload. That gets really annoying. And also for $22, there's a bottom Picatinny rail, so you can put on a grip or a flashlight or whatever tactical thing you want. And that also installs without any kind of damage to the blaster or modification necessary. It's pretty awesome. If you like all of the parts, you can get them together for $40 and have a pretty sweet Chronos. Grihas really designed some great parts, and I highly recommend Silver Fox Industries. They have great quality, great customer service, and I highly recommend shopping with them. silverfoxindustries.shop. We have another leak from the Elite 2.0 line. This is the Elite 2.0 Trio. It's got a 3-dart capacity, and they're all in vertical barrels stacked one above each other rather than the triad, which is the triangle shape. It's got a pull-down prime in the handle and a tack rail on top. I have no idea what you would put on that tack rail. The trigger doesn't look very comfortable, so I think I might still prefer a triad over this specific blaster. And another exciting thing about this image is it's the first look we've had at the darts, which appear to be standard Elite darts. Some of them do come in the color swap, which I'm mildly excited about. Those are probably a little easier to find in grass. So my guess about Elite 2.0 and their dart refills is that it's entirely branding and not actually any different, and only exists so moms in the toy aisle don't get confused about buying an Elite 2.0 blaster and then regular Elite darts. What if they don't work? Well, now they can calm their fears because it will work. As far as the look of the line goes between this and the Commander that we've seen, I haven't fully decided if I like it or not. Tell me in the comments what you guys think. Does the Elite 2.0 line look cool? Does it look cheap? Does it look better? Tell me. I don't know how I feel. Dart Zone just introduced a new blaster called the Corner Fire. It is a flywheel blaster with a 10-dart rotating drum. And what's cool about this blaster? It folds in half so you can shoot around corners. How cool is that? So you might be asking, well, if you shoot around a corner, how do you see? Well, a scope with mirrors in it, of course. The scope itself bends and uses mirrors so you can see your target, and that's really, really cool. I've actually thought about making a periscope attachment for checking around cover, and I've been thinking about that for a while, but I was too slow. An actual company beat me to this silly, silly idea. I love gimmicky blasters. This looks like a ton of fun. I know my local wars have a no blind fire rule, so I don't know how legal this blaster would be for those wars, but definitely around the house and neighborhood battles and surprise attacks on your roommates, it's a really cool looking blaster, and that'll be available only in Target on August 1st. So patent searches are fun, and we found this drawing that looks a whole lot like a rival shotgun, and I am super excited to see more on this one. The handle looks really, really comfortable, and I'm hoping that the stock feels good. It seems like it's a little bit short in these drawings, but that could be an issue of my brain not quite understanding the scale of it. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that it feels good. The front grip doesn't have a lot of curvature on the back to hold your hand during the prime, but it does have a lot of surface detail, so it might feel okay. It'll definitely be a better grip than the Takedown, which doesn't have anything to hold your hand on there. It's got a loading door up top, similar to the Takedown, so it's probably the same kind of internal mag thing. And the Takedown has 8 shots. This blaster looks like it's considerably longer, so I'd guess that this would have a 10-ball capacity. 12 if we're really lucky. I hope that we're really lucky. I love the style of this and of shotgun blasters in general, so I'm super excited to see real photos and more about what comes out of this. It looks cool. Patent drawings are fun. And now it's time for the mod of the week, and this week it goes to Griever2112 for this awesome Destiny 2 mod, Crimson. This is possibly the cleanest paint job I have ever seen. I know it took a ridiculous amount of sanding to completely erase the raised details, like where it says Hammer Shot and Zombie Strike. I would not have the patience required for getting that down to a completely flat, flush surface. It's got gorgeous colors that came out so cleanly, even on the 3D printed part. I know a lot of times paint on 3D print looks a little funky, but this came out really, really good. And I had no idea how much dremeling is necessary to get these spikes on cleanly, but it's a very nice touch, looks great. This was a purely cosmetic commission, so there aren't any mods for the internals, but the various kits for the Hammer Shot only marginally improve performance anyway, so fight me. He has a 20-minute build video for this thing, so you can check that out if you want to know more about his process and how he did it, and it's really, really cool. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And that's all the news I have this week. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, the links to everything I talked about is down in the description, and while you're down there, there's the like and the subscribe and the bell and the comments where you can tell me if you like what I'm talking about, if I missed something, if I'm wrong about something, if I'm right about something, if you have a comment about the rival shotgun and how freaking cool it is. Let me know. I read them. I read all of them. If you want to read the news instead of listening to me talk about it, check out news.filmblushshop.com for the This Week in Nerf Digest that gets posted within a day-ish of this video going live. And that is all the things I think. And you can let me know in the comments if I missed something. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
So creepy.